One of the things that conductors have to face all the time is accompanying a soloist. It's still a listen and react process, but the technical aspects can be different in some ways from conducting, let's say, a symphony. Things to consider are, of course, balance, rests, and naturally the musical partnership between the conductor and the soloist. Hello everyone, I'm Gianmaria Griglio and I welcome you to a new episode of Conducting Pills. If you're new here, this channel is all about classical music, score analysis and conducting tips. I want to thank all of my patrons for making this series possible, and now let's keep going. As a first thing, it's important to arrange a private meeting with the soloist ahead of the first rehearsal. You can sing or play through the orchestral accompaniment. Note the most critical points. Take into great consideration the soloist's needs: breath, the need for a bow shift, various rubatos. As a conductor, you need to know every note the soloist plays. It's the only shield you'll have when something unexpected happens, and can be sure of this, at some point something will happen. Soloists will rely on you to follow their needs, and you will rely on them to perform more or less as established over the rehearsal period. However, nobody is a machine. You need to be quick in catching a soloist who had, let's say, for instance, a temporary memory problem, or not jump the gun if the soloist needs an extra long breath before continuing. It's a delicate balance built on trust. Balance should be your first concern. The soloist must be heard. It's easier if you have an assistant conductor sitting in the audience to give you some feedback. But if you can't, step yourself in the audience and let the orchestra play. You'll see immediately if something needs to be adjusted. Your understanding of the acoustic of the hall, combined with your knowledge of orchestration, will help you making the best decisions. Well, if you missed the episodes on rests, it's right here. A lot of the accompanying work relies on successfully restarting the orchestra after one or more rests. In a series of rests before the actual preparation are marked lightly, while the preparation on the last rest must be very well articulated. If you have a few bars of rest and if you do not intend to beat them, then let the orchestra know ahead of time. Also, let them know when you'll start beating again. On bar 364, for example, one before letter L. What happens if, let's say, a soloist misses an entire set of bars? This actually happened to me once with a contemporary opera. The soloist jumped over an entire section, skipping 20 pages in the score. As a conductor, you can be quick to jump, but what about the orchestra? Now, you have a few options, but all of them chaotic in their own way. Option number one, continue to beat patterns with your right hand and signal the soloist with your left hand. Once you have established contact with the soloist, wait for the soloist to adjust. Option number two, if you cannot establish a contact with the soloist, hold up your left hand and keep pulsing with your right hand without patterns. The orchestra knows that something is wrong and will look for help. Now call a number or letter, preferably in a discreet way, and clearly mark it with a strong downbeat, even with both hands if necessary. Option number three, stop the orchestra, call a letter making sure the soloist knows where that is, and begin again. Obviously, this is your last resort. All in all, you should put yourself in a position of being able to both hear and see the soloist. The eyes help the ears. You can see if they need to take a longer breath, for example. If you're accompanying a pianist and they have a cascade of notes in rubato, the easiest way is to listen to the bass line. One of the most important things is, as always, breathe with the soloist. It will help enormously both you and the orchestra to create a cohesive performance. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the subscribe button right below this video and ring the bell so that you will get notified every time a new video comes out. For more in-depth analysis, conducting technique and conducting exercises, look on my website where you can find more than 100 videos and follow my Facebook group. And if you want to support this series, you're always welcome to do so on Patreon. All the links are in the description. Let me know in the comments what you think about this video and if you have a suggestion for future ones, and I look forward to seeing you in the next next episode of this series where we will talk about accompanying singers. In the meanwhile, please continue to enjoy music and be well.